Okay guys, this is my end of the year film. I'm doing it different this year. Instead of having one long video, I'm going to split it up. And I've had such a good year. I just can't fit it all into one video, and not trying to brag, but it's just been a lucky year for me. And so, first of all, thank you everybody for watching. It's been quite a year, and that's my phone text message, sorry about that. It's been quite a year, and I just want to thank everybody, all my subscribers, and everybody who's commented on my videos, who's watched them. Just thank you very much. It was a banner year for me. I don't know if I'll ever have a year like this again. So yeah, I'd just like to thank you. I don't know if Deep Digger Dan is watching this, and I was voted the best find of the year in his awards video, and I just want to thank everybody who voted for me, and him as well. And so that's that. I told you I'm gonna split it up, and first I'm gonna do best 20 finds for 2013, and I was gonna just do best 10, and I couldn't come up with just 10 finds that I wanted to do, so I'll do the best 20, and then I'll do the other video in a week or so. All right, so here we go. Okay, coming in at number 20 is my first ever Connecticut copper, and it's very toasted, as you can see, but you can see the Connecticut up in the right hand side there, and that's one of the only words or anything that you can make out of that. You can see King George's bust there. It's not easy to see, but when you turn it the right way, and I'll flip it over, and the back is pretty much toast, so it is what it is. But it's my first state copper of any kind, so happy to have it. Alright, coming in at 19. It's a mid-1600s to 1720 buckle, and I've been fortunate to get 5 or 6 buckles from that period. So I mean, it's always cool when you can find something that potentially came from the 1600s in the United States. So that's an awesome find. Alright. Alright, coming in at 18 is a gold ring. I don't get too much gold. I don't look for it. I'm not on the beaches, parks and stuff where you guys always find those gold rings and other items. So when I find it, it's a big surprise, and this one was found actually in a sidewalk strip on the side of the road, and it was about 7 inches down, and it's got a nice little Mason's symbol on there, so nice big men's ring, 10 carat. So that's number 18. Alright, coming in at 17. You guys have all seen these before. See the Liberty dime. And this one's in pretty good shape. It's a little discolored and stuff. The soil I found in was a little rough. But obviously very happy to have it. Only found 3 seeded coins this year. So there you go. Number 17. Alright, number 16 is another piece of gold. This is a tiny kid's ring, and this is 14K with a ruby in it. Nice little design on it. It's an old ring, and it's got 2 rubies on the sides. So really happy to get that, and that other item came in the hole with it. Another piece of antique jewelry with a stone in it. So I was really happy to get that stuff. It's funny. It's a funny story with the ring. When I got it, I was in a little common, and I told I was about to tell my friend Ray, well, I'm just gonna dig up this here gold ring, because we joke around about that all the time when you get a pull tab signal, and those words almost slipped out of my mouth. I swear to God, and I ended up digging up that gold ring, so kind of funny, but alright, that's number 16. Alright, here we are at number 15, and this is my best 2-center ever. I mean, you can see the beautiful detail on that. And the other good thing about this coin is it's not the most common dates of 64, 65. It's actually 1869. So, it's a beautiful coin. Alright. Alright, ranking in at number 14. A nice Barber quarter, and this one was on edge, ringing in on the MXT as the 30s, which would be near pull tab signal. So really didn't think it was going to be anything good, and I got that on one of my videos. It wasn't a live dig, but when I saw the rim, I started filming. So that's that. Okay, coming in at number 13. Got a nice silver spoon here. This one dates from late 17 to early 1800s, and has some initials on it here. Fancy. So that's a nice spoon. That's I think I've dug 3 or 4 silver spoons. That's the best one right there. Alright, on to the Okay, coming in at number 12. It's a Revolutionary War Navy button. And the funny thing about this is the second one of this exact button that I've dug. It's French made in France, and but it belonged to our troops. They would purchase these buttons. So that's a nice find. Shank's busted, but still a great find. And that's number 12. Alright, number 11 is my second ever 3-cent piece, and this one's in better condition than the first one I found. And one other thing about this is I was using somebody else's machine. My machine had broken, and I was using somebody else's backup machine. Actually, it was not a high-tech machine. It was the Ace 150, and I didn't know the machine whatsoever, never used it before, and I was able to pick this up. So pretty cool. All right. Alright, this is number 10, and this is a Maine militia button from the 1820s or 30s. So, really cool button, found it up in Maine. And this one's shank is busted. But really happy to have that by. I knew as soon as I found it, it was something, you know, significant with the stars. I had seen it before. Just a great find, though. Alright, this is number 9. This one's hard to see, but this is a William and Mary coin, and this coin is from 1689. My oldest U.S. coin to date. And you can't see it on the back anymore. It's really tough. You gotta look at the right angle and all that kind of stuff. But when it came out of the ground, it was pretty clear, and I'm still able to identify it. It just won't show up on the camera. But great find. There's the date down there. But it's 1689. Alright, number 8 is a crazy find. I can't believe I found this. As you can see, it's several coins. This was not necessarily a pocket spill. It wasn't found all in the same hole, but it was found within 4 feet of each other in about 5 minutes. So I believe this to be a kid's coin collection, and or maybe an adult's, but I believe it to be a kid's because there's a couple of state tokens in there and some pennies that were hammered. These 3 pennies here were hit with a hammer or something. One of them's an Indian, the other 2 are wheats. In the middle here we have a really interesting thing. This was my first Benjamin Franklin half, by the way. But these 3 coins were in a proof set. They're proof, they're shiny as ever. I did not clean these coins. And if this camera would focus, you can see the shine. But this little piece of cellophane stuck here was stuck to that Ben Franklin half. There was some more cellophane as well, so I know that was a proof set. We got a British halfpenny over here, 1862, and a foreign silver coin, 1874, 25 ore, and one of those Chinese coins. So just a crazy find, crazy find. So that was number 8. Alright, number 7 is another pretty crazy find. This was on one of my videos. You'll see me dig all 13 of these. But these were all dug in the same hole. And those were all silver religious medallions. 13 of them. Just a really unique find. Not sure why they were all in the same place, if they were all hooked to the same piece of jewelry. You notice that all of the ones in the bottom are open clasp, or they broke off, and then the top one is still complete. It's the only one. Not sure what that means. But pretty cool find, nonetheless. Alright, here's your number 6 find. 1859 seated Liberty quarter, and my first ever seated Liberty quarter. In really good condition. But of course somebody tried to punch a hole through it at one point. It doesn't go all the way through. But really good find. I was really excited when I dug that up. I've been waiting for a while to dig one of those. I have a silver half, a seated Liberty half, but I never dug a quarter until now. Okay, and coming in at number 5, hard to believe this is all the way back at number 5, but this is a Confederate Civil War infantry button. And this was on one of my videos, and I was telling you how I can't even believe that this was found in the North. I found this in Rhode Island, and right on the border of Massachusetts and Rhode Island. What is it doing up here? I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. Probably came home with a Union soldier as a souvenir of some sort, or something like that. It was about 5 inches down, so it wasn't lost recently in a reenactment or something like that. So pretty cool stuff. We'll be back. Okay, number 4 is another button. This is a complete random find. Me and my buddy Ray had stopped in a bunch of random woods that we saw driving by. There was a lot of snow on the ground. It was in January, and this was one of the only patches of woods that didn't have any snow on it. We found some pretty good stuff there. There was a rock wall that was the only thing to indicate that there was even activity there in the past. And this turns out it's most likely a militia button from around the Revolutionary War. Just a pretty sick find. I haven't been able to positively identify it. Has a shank on the back, and most likely a militia button. It wasn't an issued button, so pretty cool. So yeah, that comes in at number 4, and as Keith from Detecting the Berg would say, stand by. Okay folks, this was the year of the buttons for me. I had some fantastic buttons, and the ones I've been showing are just the really cream of the crop. I had some great buttons this year. This was a good year for them, and I don't know why. It just seems like every week I was pulling up another pretty cool button. But this is my favorite of the year. This is an old button. This is silver, solid silver. It's hollowed out, you can see, but it's still pretty heavy. And these buttons, they go all the way back to the 1400s. Most of them were common in the 1500s, and then some in the early 1600s, early to mid 1600s. So this could date back to the 1500s, and you know, it's crazy to find something like that in the States, and the only reason it would be here is because the settler brought it over with him. Obviously, it wasn't dropped in the 1500s, but the field that I found this in dates back to the 1600s, and we found some coins and stuff from the 1600s, but just an incredible find, handmade, I'm sure, and I can't even believe it. I'm just so thrilled with that button. So that's number 3. Alright, number 2 on the year is my first ever Morgan dollar. And she's a beaut. It's, tell you what, it's a shock when you dig these things, because you just do not expect it. I was getting a silver dollar reading on my machine, and of course we all joke about, oh yeah, silver dollar, I'm going to dig up a silver dollar. And me and Ray actually got this on a crappy live dig. It was really dark and it was hard to see, but we did get it on live dig. But just when that popped up, like, I just had a rush. It was just awesome. Can't believe somebody dropped a coin like this. But so that's cool. It's number 2. Alright, there it is, number 1. And I'm sure those of you that have seen my video this year, you already knew what number 1 was going to be. But for those of you who didn't see it, I found a 480 silver coin cache with also $32 in clad, buried 2 feet under the ground inside of this pot, and inside the pot was a mason jar, just like this one. I bought this mason jar online. It's the same exact one that the coins were in, but the first one broke when I found it, and so I went out and bought this. But I mean, words can't describe the feeling I had when I found this. I still get chills. I watch the video all the time myself because I still can't believe it. Never expected, never ever expected to get a find like this. This might be the best find of my lifetime, as I said in the video when I made it. If you haven't seen it, look up my videos. It's find of a lifetime, and it says 500 silver coin cache. So I'm going to do something that I've wanted to do for a long time. I'm going to dump these out again. So many of them in there. It doesn't even dump out easily. Look at that. Unbelievable. It's all silver. Can't even believe it. So that was all found in that jar about 4 months ago, and probably is the best find I'll ever find. And I will be putting out another video pretty soon with all of the statistics on it and everything. I've just been really busy. I've had a lot going on. Just bought my first house, and so there will be another video coming out, a sequel to that video. So, alright guys, again, fantastic year, fantastic finds, and I just appreciate everybody's comments. I appreciate you watching my videos, and everybody who follows me. Thank you very much.